What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. NFL DFS video where you're breaking down the Thursday Night Football Showdown. Week 10, I cannot believe we're already 10 weeks into the NFL season, but we've got the Las Vegas Raiders facing the Denver Broncos. So we're going to look at that. We're going to break it down a little bit. We're going to look at historical stats. We're going to look at our matchup tool, and then we're going to build you guys some lineups to hopefully help you bring home the bacon. On top of that, in our Discord down below, we're going to put out a couple of our favorite parlays for this game, which you can find. It's an absolutely free Discord. So definitely get in there and go check out the NFL Props channel. We're going to wait a little bit just for some lines to be a little bit different and some news to come out, because I don't want to give you guys a parlay with some of the news that I'm seeing with some of the players that are questionable or game time decisions, and then they're out and it just ruins. So make sure you hit that free Discord down below. We also have a ton of links down below. 3 ways to get free FTA Plus. FanDuel, DraftKings, and Fanatics Sportsbooks links are down below. If there's 1, 2, or 3 of those links you've never signed up for, sign up, deposit $20 using our link down below, enter a bet, and then email me dfshelp1@gmail.com, and we'll get you set up for a free month for every website you sign up for. We also have a weekly DraftKings league. It's $5 to enter. Each week, top 3 places pay. At the end of the year, the more you play, the more it pays, because at the end of the year, the top 3 places, first place wins a lifetime pass to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Second place is a yearly pass, and third place is a monthly pass. So that being said, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what the Vegas odds are looking like right now, and then it depends on when you watch this video. So this game right here, we have, could be a blowout. So the Raiders traded Jacoby Myers, so one of their really good wide receivers there. This opened up as a Broncos 6.5 point favorite, and then a 43.5 over under. Since trading away, as of the making of this video, the Broncos are 9 point favorites, 42.5 over under, so it's gone down 1, and it's got an implied team total for the Broncos of 24.99, where the Raiders have an implied team total of 20.3. So that being said, we're going to go through everything else. So this article is down below, but I wanted to show you some stats to look at. And this is how we can build it in some historical stats from 2023 till now through the first 9 weeks of the season. I cannot believe we're into week 10 already. So this is for DraftKings, but on FanDuel, it's pretty much the same now, because this year the positions are all the same. Scoring just a little bit different PPR wise on DraftKings. So the wide receivers and tight ends get a little bit extra, or pass catching running backs. But other than that, there's still 6 spots you take. So, and the salary is a little bit different, but that's about it. So 82% of the winning lineups on DraftKings contained at least one of the quarterbacks in this one. With Brock Bowers being back, I think both quarterbacks are in play here. Bo Nix is absolutely balling out this year. But Gino with Brock, that safety blanket, I absolutely love. So I think both of the quarterbacks are in play, maybe even in the same lineup. Only 5% of the winning lineups used all $50,000 worth of salary, so do not feel like you need to do that. Only 15% of the winning lineups contained a $200 player or less. As of right now, none of them are jumping out to me, but they possibly could if some of the other names are ruled out, and then we can bump up some from like a practice squad. So we'll definitely keep that monitor in that situation for you guys to update. It'll be in the Discord if there's anything that jumps out there. We also have our cheat sheet that has our top captain or MVP plays, and then our top flex plays for the Thursday Night Football Showdown. But 80% of the winning lineups did use $4,000 player or less. So there's definitely something to look at there, usually any given time. And then the average winning lineup had a used salary of $47,500 on DraftKings. So don't fret if you've left $2,500 on the table. I know it's very hard to not want to go to the top and use all the salary. I get that. I'm with you. I've been in your shoes. You do not need to. So now we look at stacks. With the game being a 9 point favor spread as of right now, Broncos make a ton of sense if they go up huge. But then if the Raiders want to keep it close or try to claw back, they're going to have to throw it a ton. So a 4-2 stack has taken it down 47% of the time, where a 3-3 stack has taken it down only 33% of the time. And then a 5-1 stack is all the way down to 20% of the time. I don't see a 5-1 stack taking this. I see a chop it up between 4-2 and 3-3, and that's what we'll try to build. So then we look at captain percentages. 35% of the winning lineups contain a wide receiver in that captain spot. 30% at running back, so getting closer. 20% a QB, I don't mind that. 8% a tight end, I like that if it's Brock Bowers. 4% was a defense, I don't enjoy that. 3% a kicker. Now, if, and I've mentioned this before, but if there is a kicker in your MVP or captain spot, it's probably not that good of a game. But this Denver defense is really good. With the spread being here, I could see the Raiders kicker having a ton of points here. Now, he's just got to be able to make those kicks. He cannot miss those kicks. That has been his problem. So those are just some of them. We'll look at our matchup tool real quick. I have filtered, so this is all ready to go for you. Season stats and then per game stats for each position. Here's how you read it. I filtered it for this game. Against the QB, you can see they've given up almost 1,900 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. The Raiders have 3 rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks. Bo Nix can run. They rank 18th against the quarterback, giving up an average of 18.4. Whereas the Denver Broncos defense, they have given up 1,900 yards, 8 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. They have given up 2 300-yard passing games, though, and 2 rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks. Geno can run a little bit, but he's not Bo Nix. But they rank 4th, only giving up an average of 14.7. So we're on DraftKings, but if you're playing on FanDuel, you can do it right here just as well. So we look at the running back. The Raiders in the red zone against the opposing running back, 26 out of 32. They give it up 9 rushing touchdowns, no 100-yard games, but 204 yards through the air. They're giving up an average of 86.5 yards per game to opposing running backs. They rank 19th, giving up an average of 22.9. Where Denver, they rank 11th in the red zone, 3 touchdowns, 1 100-yard rushing game. They rank 5th overall, giving up an average of 18.5 to opposing running backs. So this is where it's hugely different. The Raiders secondary is giving up 38.9 fantasy points a game, and they rank 28th out of 32. So we're looking at Courtland Sutton. We're looking at Mims if he's back. We're looking at Franklin. There's other options that we will look at for this Broncos wide receiver game. They're giving up an average of 165.1 receiving yards per game to wide receivers, 9 touchdowns, 1 100-yard game. You can see Denver's really good in the red zone, 1,100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 100-yard game, no rushing stats, really. 129 yards a game. They rank 3rd against the wide receiver. And then tight end. Both are pretty good. Denver, 3rd in the red zone. They rank 8th, 11.5. The Raiders rank 4th, 9.8. 3 touchdowns for Denver. So Brock Bowers is in play. Not the best matchup for him, but he is in play there. So there you have it. That is the matchup tool. It is now time to hopefully help you bring home the bacon and build some lineups here. There's different directions to be able to go with. I mean, if you look at what the Showdown, you see the 4-2 stack, you see that a wide receiver has been in the top. You then use our matchup tool, you go to the wide receiver, and you see that the Raiders are very bad. So in my mind, we're looking at maybe Courtland Sutton. We're looking at maybe Troy Franklin. That's kind of where I wanted to look at real quick. See if we can find anything for you for a captain and while we build. So, I mean, you can just see Courtland Sutton's 14-4. So you can kind of see that. And you can see 10 fantasy. I mean, double digits are there. Touchdowns haven't been there as much as we would like, but he's got a great matchup here. So if we maybe go around and build like a Courtland Sutton draft with him as the MVP or captain, I'm okay with that one. So obviously if we put him in there, Bo Nix has got to be throwing it to him. Then I think we get Bowers in there. Do we get Smith? Now we're at 3,100. This is where it's going to be interesting because you have like a Marvin Mims. So if he is in fact playing, let's see. Concussion limited participant. Yeah, so we'll see. You never know. Tyler Lockett just got over here, got traded. Played 1 target last game. I don't know if he'll be in there, but he's 3K and he is an explosive player if he gets in there. That's the thing. Now we're at 3,200. So you got like Pat Bryant. He's been involved every single week. He's got a good matchup. The targets have been there. So that's an interesting one. It's a 3-3 stack. You've got Sutton at the top, Bo Nix throwing it to Sutton and Bryant. You've got Bowers and Lockett being thrown to by Geno. So we're going to say, we're going to enter that one in there and we're going to build a different one. So an interesting one to me would be like a Troy Franklin. So if you look at Troy Franklin, he's 11,400. He allows us, just by doing that, he allows us to be able to, I mean, he had 10 targets last week. Caught 4 of them for 27 yards. Not ideal. Did have some rushing as well. So if we look at the matchup tool and we look at rushing, the Raiders, they do give up 37 yards rushing to wide receivers. So they don't give up a ton, but they do give up some. He's interesting here because the targets have been there the last 3 games. Got a great matchup. Obviously, we're going to throw to Bo Nix. We're going to go Geno and Bowers. I think they're going to have to probably be in every single lineup. Would not surprise me. I think we go with, depending. So RJ Harvey had a touchdown. He's had back-to-back days. So you look, so the Raiders against running backs, they rank 19th, giving up an average of 22.9. Harvey can also take the ball in the air a little bit. So that's an interesting pick for me. I'm going to put him in there. And then if we go a different, you have 3,600. So you got the Raiders D. No, we're not going Raiders D. Pat Bryant makes sense. Lockett makes sense. Mayer had a decent game in 2 tight end sets last week. Just he isn't the go-to guy that we really want. I think we go back to Bryant. So it's a 4-2 stack. It's 4 with Denver, with Bowers and Geno being the 2 for Las Vegas in that. Now, I think Geno throws an interception every single game, or close. Let's see. 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Interception, bye week, not interception. Interception 2, 3, 0, 3, 1. So it's pretty, yeah. Let's do one with the, where are they? Broncos D at the top. I like the Broncos D there. I want Nix in there as well. So Bo Nix is in there. Looking at that. Bo Nix, I think we throw to Sutton as well. Okay, so we do, obviously you have to have some, but this could be one of those where it is like, oh no, it's a 5-1 stack. So let's see what we can do with a Bowers there, a Troy Franklin, and now we're at 4,300. So Marvin Mims, if he's in there, I do like him. Brian, if he's in there, I do like him. This is a 5-1 stack here. Tyler Lockett is in there. If you wanted to have 2, maybe Tyler Lockett, it's a 4-2 stack. It's still Denver 4-2 stack. We'll go with Tyler Lockett there. Obviously, we need to know what he's going to do. We need to know the game plan. But the Broncos defense is there. It makes sense. If you want to go with Bryant as well, I'm okay with that one. So interchangeable that, or I'll probably put a lineup in there just like I did. So I'm going to import Broncos D, import that instead of Bryant. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to put in Tyler Lockett. And I'm going to have different lineups there. So this is what we're trying to do. We're building tournament lineups for you. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. But now let's go on the flip side. Let's look at, so who does Geno get a throw to? So the Denver's defense is really good. Let's go. Obviously, Brock Bowers has to be the guy. You got Geno in there. Very expensive. I get that. Trey Tucker is another one that I don't love, but you got to get exposure to him. Evan Ingram is in there. I think we can get Bo Nix in there. And now we're at 4,300. So again, Marvin Mims, Bryant, Lockett, Mayer, you could go in that direction. It could be a 3-3 stack, or maybe we go a 4 stack here. We get both tight ends for Las Vegas. It's a 4-2 stack, but it's a 4-2 stack on the Raiders side. Say they're playing from behind. This should go under own. We've left 1,500 on the table. I'm okay with that one. Let's build one more. I want to get crazy with it. Against the grain. I don't mind. Okay. Against the grain, looking at Geno as your captain. Now, I don't know if this takes it down. I don't know if it's even in the same realm, but it's definitely something to look at if you want. So we got Bo Nix. We got Geno and Bo Nix. Bowers. Dobbins, which we really haven't talked about it much. But if you want to see all the captain or MVP plays and flex, they are already on the cheat sheet for you. Ready to rock and roll. And we'll do double tight end sets. We've left 300 on the table. We've got it there. This might not be the most exciting Thursday night football game. We've had better, like last week, the week before. We've had better, but we're still here. If you have not checked out all the other content on the website, check all of we do Thursday night showdown, Sunday night showdown, Monday night showdown. We do top stacks of the week. We also do a breakdown of the NFL main slate. So do not forget to get all the content down below in the description. We also still have 7 spots available. If you've been on the fence about it, it's $10 a week, $30 a month, usually $500 for a year or for a lifetime pass. But right now, in the next 7 people, you can get it for $150. So if you are interested, click the link down below right now. So that's what I've got for you. Any questions, comments, concerns? down below, email me, or hit us up in our free Discord. I am working on an optimizer. I'm very excited about it. It's just taking a little bit longer to get it implemented, hosted, and then put on the website. That's what I've got for you. Be on the lookout for everything else and our MLB content, PGA content, MMA content. We've got it for you. Good luck, and as always, bring home some bacon. Peace.